경기장 도시형.
All right, guys, here we are on Terminus, probably one of the largest maps out there in StarCraft 2 right now. And down at the bottom of it in the 6 o'clock position is our Teal Terran, one of the newer additions to Prime, formerly of Zenex. It is Byun. And up at the top of the map in the red from the Team Liquid, it is Ret.
All right, TVZ action, cross positions on Terminus. Hold on to your hats, folks. We may be in for a
I'm
crazy
not wearing
game.
a hat.
That is unfortunate. Neither am I, as a matter of fact.
We can't hold on to our hats, but
No.
maybe the people at home can.
Hopefully, preferably. That generally makes for a better StarCraft 2 match, in my opinion.
If you have a hat, put it on. Hold on to it.
All right, well, Terminus it is, and that's going to be our final setting here. And, Ret's executing a very macro style. Last game was able to, despite some pretty heavy losses and some engagements, just continue flooding units at his opponent. And he is very, very good at doing just that. Byun, though. That's 11 supply, and that's 1 barracks up at the front to start things off.
Yes, it is, and he is saving up again for another barracks. Yeah, there's second SCV. So even though it is cross positions, it still will be double 11 racks from Byun. And this is kind of one of those things where he's going to try to fake Ret out a little bit. He's like, I don't think you're going to be thinking to expect this on this map. Therefore, I'm going to do it. And has he sent out a scout yet? I don't believe he has. Okay, but he will be able to find Ret, I would say, in plenty of time. So Ret's right away going to have to deal with some pressure.
Yeah, so as we can see, we just looked at both players' visions there. Byun has not gone outside of his base at all. Ret has expanded, going hatchery first, but sending his overlords out to the sides. And, he knows his opponent won't be on the left-hand side now as that overlord gets in position, but it'll be a while before he clues down really where his opponent is at.
Yep, and the SCV going out for Byun.Prime now. He's going to take a look, see if he's on the left side. And he might send the one that's building the other barracks to the right side of the map. That might be the most efficient way to scout that. We'll have to see. But either way, I mean, he's going to find his opponent pretty quickly here.
Ooh, if he takes control of the Xel'Naga, he will see this drone, but nope, running away now, and that drone is actually going to sneak on through.
Oh, he's going to see the double barracks, too.
Yeah, before Byun finds his opponent, no less.
Yeah, so this is going to give Ret plenty of time to prepare for this. This is like a best-case scenario for Ret here. He did find it. So now he can kind of prepare. He's got a spawning pool almost finishing. He's got plenty of supply. He's got plenty of money. So Ret, I would say, in pretty good shape right now.
Well, it looks like he's going to throw down a spine crawler right away, or he's running over with a drone, decides not to actually, goes ahead and puts up 6 lings and 2 queens, but not allocating the rest of his money. There's finally the spine crawler I was looking for.
Yep, just kind of following through with his normal build right now, getting the 2 queens and the Zerglings going first. And is Ret going to pull enough drones to handle this? We'll have to see.
Well, he's got Zerglings now, and he is going after the SCV. It falls. There's just 1 SCV left. Byun doesn't look like he can get over to finish up the bunker for now. 6 more lings coming up for
nice
Ret.
micro from Byun there.
Yeah, kills so many Zerglings without taking any losses on that second run of Marines.
He did lose his SCV building that bunker, though, and that spine crawler is definitely going to finish in time. So, yeah, I think Byun's just going to cancel. That's going to be it. So the rush is over. He's going to pick off a few more Zerglings on his way out.
Yeah.
But
Just 3 more Marines up now.
Oh, yeah, he handled that nicely.
All right. Well, Byun going to push his way, at least threaten a little bit more and try and convince Ret to produce some more units that he doesn't necessarily want to. But that's a spine crawler, and that's bye-bye Marines.
Yep, that kind of shuts down his fun pretty quick. You don't really want to run under spine crawlers if you're a tiny Marine. You know, if you look at the size on that, imagine how gigantic the spine on the spine crawler actually is.
I know.
It's like the spine is actually as big as the Marine. That would just, it's amazing that Marines can take 2 hits from that, actually.
Ow, that was an annoyance.
I think 1 hit from that would be enough to cause me to not want to be near that anymore.
And that actually should tell you how large Automaton is as well.
Well, Automatons are about like shoulder height, it seems like.
Yeah, they're pretty good size.
Large, yeah.
So devastating, I tell you, a devastating presence on the map.
Yeah.
They're going to make their way up. Gets Creep Tumor there. Nice little win for him, but
being annoying, yeah.
Yeah, looks like there's enough queens, and of course the spine crawler's there now. Shouldn't be too much more of a problem. Ret's got to get away with that hurt queen, and does.
Yep.
All right, well, let's see here. 2 spine crawlers now up at the moment. Already going to work with 1 Zergling.
That might take a little while.
Yes.
Yeah, might want to add. Okay, 3 Zerglings. There we go.
Even still.
Yeah.
Well, he is going to make his way beyond, just pressuring up one more time. But, of course, Ret is not deterred right now. He is sticking to his guns and not overproducing in Zerglings. It'd be very difficult for Byun to try and break through. He does have 3 racks up now and constructing a factory on his double gas.
Well, Ret, I mean, is doing a good job of not making too many Lings to respond to this little bit of pressure from Byun. A lot of Zerg players would freak out, just make a ton of Lings, and then just send them in to try to crush the Marine force. And even though Byun would lose those Marines, then that's actually a win for him because it means that Ret's not making drones. So I really like that Byun is just continuing to just be aggressive with this, just poking, saying, I'm not going to let you make only drones, Ret. I'm not going to let you get away with that, and just kind of keeping the pressure on.
But Ret has been droning up effectively so far. He's at 40 workers to his opponent's 26 at the moment. So even with those mules down, Ret's economy is looking very, very good. He does have layer tech on the way, and he continues to flood in Lings, actually. 12 more coming up after this, so he'll have 33 on the field with speed momentarily.
Yep, just kind of getting ready for any sort of timing push that might happen around now. It's going to be, about a minute away is when you usually see those types of pushes. I don't know if Byun's going to do that this time. Obviously, Stim's not going to be done. It's not going to have medevacs out or anything like that, so that's not going to happen this time. Oh, he does manage to surround and kill those Marines, though.
Yes, he does. Leaves this one alone, though.
Yeah,
here he comes. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's see now. 3 barracks up. He actually cancels. He was building 2 reactors a second ago. Cancels those. And doesn't want to expose them to the run of Zerglings up at the front. There's enough Marines there that he is going to have to run away. Yep. We have a bunker appearing up at the back as well. But let's take stock of things now. We have Siege Tanks with Siege Mode coming out. We have single medevacs at a time being produced. So Byun going very quickly into that Marine tank medevac. And back on Ret's side now. Spire already, Baneling Nest, double Evolution Chamber, so he's investing in all of his infrastructure as he goes ahead and drones up like mad.
Yep, Ret's looking pretty good right now. He's got a nice little supply lead, but Byun is not really in too much danger himself. The biggest danger that he's in right now is not having enough to deal with the Mutalisks when those do finally come out for Ret, because as you can see, Ret's saving up to be able to produce quite a few at once right now. So, if anything, that's going to be what Byun needs to kind of worry about.
And it looks like Byun is going to go ahead and try and drop. He also has a Viking coming up right now, a single solitary Viking. Got some Overlords with that potentially. And Byun's actually going to skirt the vision of the Overlords until quite late into this movement.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, interesting little path there. Look at that. It's like...
That's a Zergling on the high ground.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It looks like the medevac would have gone outside of the vision anyway, but still, a little bit of oversight there from Ret.
Yep. And, well, flying right through the Overlord at the end, but it's okay. He's pretty much there anyway. And where is he going to decide to go first? I think he's going to need to pick up right away.
Yeah, it's going to be hard-pressed for him to get any kills there, and he does indeed need to pick up. Several of those are low. One of them is dead. We have our first few mutas coming up now. There's going to be 6 momentarily with +1 attacks on the way. So Ret once again moving up to Ling, Baneling, Muta, and we'll have a very powerful army here in a bit. Go! Gotta watch out. Loses a Muta there. And target fire from Byun kills 2, almost a third.
I'm really surprised Ret decided to move in there with the mutas. I mean, he didn't need to. He had enough Lings to handle those Marines, and even if he were to lose all those Lings, that's still better than losing, 200 gas, 200 minerals from losing those 2 Mutalisks.
Well, Ret is now on 71 drones, and yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, gave back all of the amount he had won by shutting down that drop so efficiently.
Pretty much. I mean, that's the thing is he lost 2 Mutalisks. That's, that pays for the medevac, and also the Zerglings and the other Mutalisk would pay a lot for the Marines. So, yeah, efficient drop for Byun, even though he did lose everything.
Yeah, you know what? A few extra mutas along with this pack could be the tipping point of being able to stand in there against small groups of Marines. But as it sits now, there's 1 missile turret up. Looks like Ret is going to gather up his forces, move in just a second. And there is, in fact, a Viking kind of ravaging his Overlords up in the top left-hand corner. This missile turret is going to fall. It will never be constructed, I assure you. And the mules run away for just a second. Another Mutalisk does go down, though. And looks like that Viking has already stolen a couple of kills and it's giving itself a nice scout.
The lost Viking. The dead Viking.
Bye-bye. Vikings are down. Let's see here. 40 supply advantage for Ret now, as he does have +1 Carapace following up the +1 weapons for those Mutalisks.
And Ret's still trying to do a little bit of harassment here, zooming off a little bit. And yeah, getting that +1 Carapace as well. And he already has +1 attack for the Mutalisks, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, okay.
That was the first upgrade he got.
Right. All right. So those Mutalisks will be in pretty good shape. His creep spread, you know, it's going to start getting pretty big pretty soon, just with the amount of tumors he's got out on the map.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, especially because they do stack, they can go up so quickly. Looks like he's going to try and pick himself off a reactor. Does. So starting to limit marine production there a little bit. And then going to move into the third, drawing stims out of these units.
Yeah. No medevacs there really to heal that yet either.
No.
So Byun, wow. Byun actually looking like he's in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, Siege Tank down to 7.
Be careful with those mutas. Oh.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy there. Takes some damage. Fortunately for him, does not lose any of them. Got that Siege Tank good and scared for his life, though. All right, let's see. 195 supply to 139. Thank you. Oh, he's not mining with those.
Oh, yeah, he did misclick.
There he goes.
Yep.
All right, 29 more Banelings coming up at the moment. 109 Lings already on the field with 12 more, and 2-2 going to finish as well. So a very, very strong, not being very crafty, just lots of upgrades and very hard-hitting Zerglings, Banelings, and Mutas.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing with this is that Byun is usually a player that likes to do a lot of these like crazy builds when he plays, but he's actually playing very standard Terran versus Zerg right now.
Oh, wow, that's a good number of SCVs that just went down.
Ouch.
Yeah, Marines are being brought back now to defend, but how many workers have gone down? 13 this game for Red. A good little win for him, especially because his opponent has not been able to move outside of these 3 bases.
Yeah, it looks like Ret may even be planning on doing some sort of attack here. I mean, he is waiting for +2 Carapace to finish. We'll have to see if he goes after that.
And there it is, and he's maxed, and he's banking resources. No infestation pit, I believe. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you, Ret. I was waiting for that, because I would imagine he would go up to Hive when this attack happens. Couple more Zerglings making their way out at the moment. It's a pretty good group of Marines for Byun, but he just doesn't have the upgrades right now.
Oh, he may regret this. Oh, no, the surround.
Yeah, Red actually trapping all those forces. The Baneling's not even needing to be utilized quite yet. Doesn't want to walk into the siege, that ridiculous Siege Tank line, but he does kill so many Marines, it's going to make it a lot easier for his Mutalisks to move around.
Yeah, Red actually lost a lot of Zerglings in that, but he's maxed out again. His economy is so crazy good right now that it's going to be tough for him to really get behind in supply to Byun at the moment.
And looks like Byun now starting to move up with everything. That's a lot of tanks sitting there. He's out about halfway on the map right now. Red actually setting up with a couple pronged attack. He's going to try and make his way through with a few Mutalisks. No, doesn't want to engage that yet. He's going to come in from the back here and actually try and pick off some mech units. But he's got to watch out because there's a Thor there as well.
It's a special edition Thor too. So congratulations to Byun for using that awesome Thor. This must be his like first StarCraft 2 account. Could be.
That's cute. I like that. All right, well, we'll see. That is a staggering line
Prime
of tanks.
account. Oh, the Prime account is a special edition account?
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's kind of cool.
My heartfelt applause to them for that.
And Baneling's being baited in a little bit. The medevacs go down in return, though, so a bit of a trade from both these players.
Oh, wow. Red needs to be careful about this. He's losing some units. He's just being baited by the AI, you know. I mean, they try to chase, and the Marines do that.
Right.
Special edition Thor is looking quite threatening as well.
Yes, they are, and starting to dish out some damage as well. Let's see, Hive Tech just finishing up. We may see Greater Spire started in a bit as well.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Ret.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't know. Thor doing some damage there. Has got 2 kills to its name. Running with just a handful of Zerglings right there.
I think he's using up some supply, possibly, because he does have a Greater Spire on the way.
And he's
trying to produce mutas, but still, you know.
Does have an infestation pit done as well, but then he put up another 20 Lings. So, little bit surprised there. No drops to speak of quite yet. Starting mining at another base. Has a lot of resources banked right now. But, you know, he doesn't want... Oh, wow. His opponent is going to be able to secure this base for a little while. That's not a good position.
Yes, he will. And does Ret have any defenses at his natural and third, though? That's the question.
Let's see. Natural, third...
I mean, sorry, does Byun.
Oh, Byun. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, nice job picking up those siege tanks right there. One Mutalisk does go down. Well, not really. A couple of missile turrets, yes, but not a lot of forces sitting back there. And here comes a drop now for Byun. We'll see if Ret can react to this in time. We'll see if Ret can react to this in time. A few corruptors coming up. I'm done. Cowboy, take over for me.
All right. So here comes the drop. Killing some drones and second Spire for Ret as well, by the way, on the production queue. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Byun moving out with a few forces in the middle of the map.
Oh, no! Oh, the humanity!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, Byun has got to be, like, clapping for joy right now. He actually took his hands off the keyboard and started clapping for joy.
Oh.
3 Broodlords on the way, though, for Ret. So he may have wanted to kind of ditch some of that supply anyway, but still,
He just burned through all of his available resources now, though. And his opponent's going to be sitting on 10 Vikings in just a second, and there's really not a lot of anti-air out for Ret anymore. Doesn't have a single Mutalisk. He is going to have to rely on his Infestors and the 3 or 4 Corruptors he'll have out on the field.
4 Vikings being produced at once for Byun.Prime as well, so he is going to be more than prepared for these Broodlords. He's got to be a little bit careful, the Infestors.
Yeah, he does. Oh, my God. Ret was at such a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, he was. Another drop from Byun coming in. This isn't going to do a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, the Spine Crawlers are pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it looks like Byun's going to move away at the moment. A bunch of Siege Tanks rolling through the middle, though. Now control the Zelnaga Tower is taken. And on 4 base, Byun can just last like this for quite a while.
Yeah, no kidding. He is probably going to try a few more drops here and there. We'll have to keep an eye out for those. But Ret is in a position right now where he's going to try to siege up this middle ground. Oh, so many Vikings, though.
Yeah.
Where are the Infestors?
Oh, they're coming in from behind. They're not bungling that many units quite yet. The Broodlords, actually already a couple of them have gone down. The Corruptors are really not proving to be that much of a threat either. So now the Broodlords are actually pretty exposed, and that's going to allow Byun to make his way up with the rest of the units. Is that just 1 Infestor remaining?
Oh,
it
wow.
is.
Byun forced to unsiege, though, but another round of Vikings comes in. This should be able to handle those Broodlords.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, oh, great Marine split from Byun. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice
just
target fire.
Continuing to do it as well. The Planetary Fortress remains. It doesn't go down.
No. Ret tried to kill it. Didn't work.
No.
Wow, things just falling apart for Ret right now.
Yeah, he was in such a good position in this game, and it's just not there anymore, unfortunately. He's way down in supply. He can't remax quick enough. He's trying to produce a few Broodlords, but the Viking counts now for Byun is huge. I think he just finished up a Ghost Academy a bit ago as well.
Yeah, he did. He could start producing not Marines. He could start producing Ghosts.
Yeah.
Take out this base, too.
Yeah, bye-bye Hatchery. It looks like he's just going to kind of take out everything here because he can. Hatchery falls, and everything else is going to go down here in just a second as well, trying to catch some drones on the way out, and that's drone slaughter.
Yes, indeed it is. Down to 55 drones is Ret right now. Only 16 worker kills on each side, though, so it's been a pretty good game for workers all around. But, yeah, the Ghost production is starting now, getting that Mobius reactor.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd give Ghost infinite energy because it's a Mobius reactor, but it doesn't. It just increases their starting energy, which isn't bad either.
That's true. That's how I've always actually pictured it, though, as a Mobius strip inside of it and actually
Mobius
powering
reactor.
it.
Why don't they power everything with Mobius reactors? Doesn't that kind of suggest the perpetual motion machine that everyone is trying to find?
Yeah. Why does that have to be upgraded? As a matter of fact, you would think that Terrans would just want that to start.
I would think everything in the Terran army should come standard with the Mobius reactor.
Maybe the last mules last a little longer than just falling apart.
It's true.
All right.
Mobius mules.
Mobius mules. Ooh, I don't even want to suggest that to the people over on the Battle.net forums. Let's see here. Of course they do. Hatchery just about to finish up, so that's going to be, again, 5 base for Ret. But, of course, this Planetary Fortress is going to be there for a while now. That's so many Vikings on the field. Those Broodlords are going to be hard-pressed to get damage done. And it looks like a couple of Marines will die as they retreat, but they've picked off more than enough creep tumors.
Yep. Certainly have. The creep definitely getting reduced for Ret. That's a lot of Vikings, man. How many Vikings is that?
Right there. That's 14. Is that all that's on the field? No, 17 altogether. There's the other 3.
Yeah, that is going to just evaporate those Broodlords when the fight actually happens here. Ret, though, getting a little bit of time to build up. Oh, but it looks like that time is ending now. Byun.Prime moving out to try to finish the job. Will he have enough to take on this Broodlord Infestor army from Ret?
Well, he's playing very patiently, sieging up outside of the creep and making his way in slowly. And Ret, what does he have? Not a lot, and he's starting to lose a couple of Brewlords to those snipes. Oh, that's a huge clump of Vikings there. Has to watch out and make sure that doesn't get chain fungled, but he's still got so much stuff sitting around, pulling back to those siege tanks. They haven't even been utilized yet. The Brewlords are falling very quickly. Here it comes, a big attack moving
Fungals.
in. Yeah, Fungal's hitting a ton of Marines, but look how much damage output those Marines have. And the Brewlords are just falling so quickly. Byun.Prime is crashing through this army, and it looks like he may be able to press through and take out this base as well.
I think he will. You know what? 3-3 finishing like right now for Byun as well, so these Marines are only going to get stronger.
Yeah.
Wow, he did lose all his Vikings, though. Took out most of that army. Ret needs to be so careful. Oh, but the Vikings come in.
Yeah, and those Broodlords are getting backed up. Now just a couple of Infestors. That's really it for anti-air, as these Corruptors are going to die pretty quickly up here at the front.
Yep, yeah, taking out more drones, reducing Ret to basically no mining right now. Not a lot, just a little bit from that original 4th base. And the last Broodlord falls. Byun.Prime pretty far ahead in supply as well.
Yes, he
Ret
is.
not giving up quite yet, but it's looking pretty grim for Team Liquid.
Yeah, good on him for staying in this game, and he's going to try and rally his way back however he can. He does have a pretty good mining base on the right-hand side, but of course this one on the left is under siege now. Let's see here, slightly less Steven Seagal than the movie, but still pretty bad nonetheless.
Well, Ret is going to die hard with a vengeance in this game, I'm sure. All right, so I know it's not a Steven Seagal movie, but it's like the same genre, right? So I think that reference works.
That.
Right?
I'm okay with Die Hard references.
Just wanted to check. Well, these Marines are okay with their job, too, which right now is finishing off Liquid Ret, unfortunately.
Wow, and Ret down to
just
nothing left. Oh, boy. And unfortunately, those Corruptors are forced to stop morphing into Broodlords. This base is going to go down. 100 supply deficit now for Ret, and it looks like Byun is going to be able to finish off Ret and thus Liquid here in just a bit.
Yep, that's right. I mean, Liquid Ret played pretty well, but he made little mistakes here and there. Byun took advantage of those, and now he's looking a little bit unstoppable.
Yeah.
His Ghost taking spine crawler hits like bosses.
Why not, I suppose?
Yeah, Byun getting a little bit careless in the late game here.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens to this matchup after that snipe nerf, too, I got to say.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things that are going to happen here.
GG.
GG is called, and Prime has advanced into winners round 3 here at Team Arena Challenge.